What was the last movie you watched in theaters before this one?
I have no idea. Remember last year?
Was it fucking like Avengers or something?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and movies. My name is Brent, aka Boo-Wop. I'm here with my man's Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
Dude, I had like a lot of things to talk about of how my week went, but I'm an old man now, so I totally forgot.
You forgot everything.
It's going good. This week went by so fast. Ate a lot of food, and yeah, it was a good Thanksgiving. My cousin's roasting me. Other than that, I was resisting Black Friday as much as possible, so I think I did pretty good because the news people, everyone believes news, was reporting that this year it was supposed to be a lot of people than usually going Black Friday shopping. And so I was like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna kind of not go to the stores and whatnot. But on Thanksgiving, kind of had it with Alan, and he decided to go to GameStop, and I was like, oh man, it might be super crowded. And sure enough, the one in Otay was actually pretty crowded, so there's a long line, and I was like, okay, that's expected. I don't want to go inside that store. And then we were like, okay, let's check out this hidden one, the one in Spring Valley, which is like next to
the car wash and all that, the Starbucks.
Exactly, it's pretty hidden, pretty hidden, small spot. And usually nobody goes there, but sure enough, we went there and there was a line, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even know what this line is for. I was looking for a Pokeball charger, by the way, so to charge my Pokeball. And good thing I didn't find it because it got bad reviews. But we decided to, just head home, and I was gonna drop off Alan. We're like, oh, there's a GameStop off of E Plaza Boulevard.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Next to your favorite area, the Papa John's place pizza.
Gross.
So, yeah. So basically, we're like, dude, this is going to be super crowded. And then sure enough, there was barely anybody inside that GameStop. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. I was like, how come everybody's at that hidden one? The other one, at the
Wait, this was on Thursday or Friday?
Thursday, Thanksgiving.
On
Thanksgiving night. So it's like, I don't know, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. or something like that. And we roll by and we're like, what the hell? And then walked inside, and they had all the stuff for Black Friday, that people were lined up for at the other GameStops, but nobody was really there to pick it up. So I was like, God dang. So now every year we're going to go to that particular GameStop, the one off of E Plaza Boulevard. And but still, good thing I didn't get that Pokeball charger because Pokemon is awesome, and saving myself money.
Did you guys pick anything up, or you guys just looked around?
Yeah, we just looked around. I was about to start picking up a lot of things. I wanted the VR because that's like $100 or something, or $100 off. So it'll be coming out to $200, and I was like, man, at the time, and I was like, oh god. I don't have the PS4 Pro, so I'm not sure how the VR would actually handle on a regular PlayStation. And so I was like, ignoring it. But then it was just Saturday, I think it is. Me and my nephew traded. So I gave him my laptop that I used to have, and a couple $100, and he gave me the PS4 Pro because he barely used it. And I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? What a trade, dude.
Yeah, so I was like, reformatting everything. And the transfer was pretty easy. All I had to do was hook up a LAN cable from my PS4 to the PS4 Pro. And it transferred everything. Like, literally everything. All my settings, games, and whatnot. And I was like, okay, cool. This is awesome. I was like, I finally got a Pro now. So I was pretty excited, I still have Marnelli's 4K TV, hooked it up, and I was like, you know what? Let me try Red Dead. I open Reddit. I was like, oh my god, this is super amazing. I really wanted to just like invite you over, not to brag, but like just like show you. I was like, oh man, Brent, did you get your TV yet? You got to get that 4K TV. You got to get that 4K TV. So, yeah, that was the question I was going to ask you. Did you get your 4K TV?
Dude, no, ultimately no. But that shit was in the cart. I'll let you know. I got that far. I had it in the cart, ready for in-store pickup. I was like, nah, man. It's still not the perfect price I wanted at. You know what I mean? I needed to be like $100 or $50 more off. And dude, the fucking TCLs were all over the place on sale, man. But it wasn't a big enough discount for me to buy it yet. So soon though, soon, maybe after Christmas, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like, it's a black and white difference, night and day. I was like, oh my god, I can shoot everything in Well, it was already in high def, but I was seeing a lot of things. Like, everything was pretty more smoother, running a little bit more faster. And yeah, I was like, Jesus. Now I have nothing to stop me from getting a PlayStation VR for Christmas.
Especially with like the refresh rate, right? Like your TV's at 120 hertz, or what's it at?
120 hertz for that TV.
So then with the Pro, you could see it even more now, right? Just like the difference in the frame rate and how clear the motion is and everything like that.
Yeah, so, yeah. Damn, and I thought it was already high def enough, and I was like, oh wow, my eyes are finally open. So
it's like the first time playing something on PC rather than
exactly
console. Yeah.
Speaking of PC, by the way, I'm going off a little tangent, but my nephew was already asking me how to upgrade his PC, and I was like, "What? Your PC is already way times better than mine." He just has the basic essentials like the 1060. I think he has an i7 and all that. And then he was asking me, he's like, Uncle Reek, like, what is the 2080 RTX GeForce good?
God,
and I was like,
he would buy that shit?
What? And I like Googled it, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize they released this stuff already.
Yeah.
And then so doing a little bit of the research, I think it's a 2080 or 2070. 2070 is like around $400, but you still get like $50 off for Black Friday, so it became like $350 or something like that. And I was like, damn, that's actually not bad,
pretty decent.
So he was like looking at that deal, but I was like, dang, you're at that point where you have to upgrade from a 1060, which is equivalent to roughly a 970. I was like, what game are you even playing to where you have to reach those frames? And your monitor, and I was like, oh yeah, the monitor does reach up to 144. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah. But yeah,
that's crazy, man.
I can't imagine the 970.
Because it used to be like 980 was the graphics card to have for a long time, wasn't it? 980
was. Ti, and then
was
went
1080?
up to the 10s. Yep.
And then
now
it's
20s.
The fuck, dude? How quick was that? I feel like the 1080 didn't even come out like 2 years ago, dude. Right?
Exactly.
That's fucking
less than 2 years, and they're already working on something great. And I'm like, golly, I don't know. Maybe I'll buy my future computer. It's gonna just have nothing but a graphics card inside. Xbox kind of thing, but just the graphics card's gonna be huge.
Jesus, that's crazy. That's crazy to me, man. So yeah, I didn't do any shopping on Black Friday, dude. I stayed inside the whole time. Was just kind of browsing the internet for deals. I really did. I had a bunch of like t-shirts and socks, dude, that were super cheap on Amazon, man. And then I had my TV on Best Buy, and I ended up not buying anything, dude. I got gun shy, man.
Dude, I ended up picking up Eric's TV. I think it was a week before Black Friday. So he had that pre-Black Friday deal, and I was like, golly, this is a huge TV. You got like I think it's a 50-inch or something like that. And I had to like push down my car seats and all that. I was like, maybe that's a good deal. It was like $300. When I was walking out, a lot of people kept asking me questions. One even was following me kind of to my car to ask questions on how great the TV is, and I'm like, yeah, it's a good TV. Okay, leave me alone. This is kind of awkward.
Following you to the car, dude. That's crazy, man. But how was your Thanksgiving overall? What were you getting roasted about, man?
I don't remember. Just my family. So I come from trolls, like I thought I'm a troll expert, but my cousin John Ray, he's a master troll. But
Uh,
it all sprung from all my cousins. But the overall master troll of all of them is my dad, and I
okay.
think he started the army of it because, like, he would like troll all my cousins all their entire lives, and raise them to be trolls, and now my cousin and me are just following in his footsteps. But I don't remember. At that point I was like, I'm used to it.
Oh man, but good food, good times in general, man.
Oh yeah, definitely the food was great. Free food is always great.
That's very true.
And with everything my family makes is always homemade, so that's the best part of it. So it's like I was trying to like get all the leftovers and make myself some like lunch for the next following days, but it turns out like everybody ate all the food, and then the lunch I packed it was eaten
By someone else?
that but yeah, by
Oh,
the
the worst, dude.
Marnelli the same night. So
Uh-huh.
I didn't really get any food from the party to
Uh-huh.
take home, which was a bummer. Like I was like looking forward to it. I had like honey ham,
Dude.
like mashed potatoes, coleslaw, just everything. And I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait for all this. And I was like, oh god, it didn't even last a night. And I'm just done.
Yeah, I mean, so we didn't have too much home. Well, we had some home cooked stuff, but we had, like orange chicken, lumpia, like the random fucking Asian stuff, dude, because it's Filipino Thanksgiving, man. And salt and pepper chicken wings. So I made myself like a whole plate of salt and pepper chicken wings, lumpia, and like rice, dude. And that shit was gone. Like I don't even know where it went, dude. Like I packed it, put it to the side at my grandma's house, and that shit was totally gone, dude. But one thing I was able to keep was turkey and rice and mashed potatoes and cream corn. My sister makes cream corn, and it's the best, dude. Um, and it was the one moment as I was heating it up in the microwave, I was like, man, I should get a pizza cooker, man. Because
oh yeah, hell yeah!
when that shit was like fresh, because I think we had a fried turkey this year, right? So when that shit was fresh and it was getting cut up, the skin was so crispy, so good. That's why I had packed away some skin. And when I cooked it in the microwave, it wasn't that good anymore, man.
No, yeah, exactly. But dude, I'll get you that pizza cooker for Christmas.
I was just thinking to myself as I was eating, I was like, man, this would have been good in that pizza cooker, man. Just be nice and crispy again and shit, dude.
Crispy and still juicy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it was good Thanksgiving overall. Again, didn't do anything Black Friday. I just bought in on the PSN store Black Friday sale. So I have God of War. What else do I have? Detroit. I bought those two Batman games for $5, dude, and I got PlayStation Plus. So we're chilling, man. I'm gonna be playing games for a while until Resident Evil 2 comes out, which is coming out in February. So I think I'll have my time. Like, oh, and then Red Dead Online, whenever that comes out, we'll be playing the shit out of that too. So I think my time's gonna be pretty much taken care of until any new games come out, man. But yeah, speaking of new games coming out, dude, we haven't talked about this in a while, but Spider-Man has been releasing DLC like for the past month and a half. The second one just released, I think, on last Tuesday. Called Turf Wars, and you fight, I think, Hammerhead, who's a gangster from the Spider-Man universe, man. And dude, I haven't touched this game since Red Dead came out, man. Not at all.
What, you haven't touched Spider-Man yet since Red Dead came out, is what you're saying?
Exactly. Yeah, man. I think I played
Pokemon. That's what you needed to
do. So I played the first mission in the Black Cat DLC when that came out. I think it came out 2 days before Red Dead came out, and that was fun. I mean, you play it with all of your abilities and all of the suits unlocked that you had from your original playthrough. So I was just OP blowing shit up. You know what I mean? And they had a different kind of mission type. But yeah, Red Dead came out. R.I.P. to Spider-Man, dude. Did you ever pick up the DLCs, man?
Not yet. I think I was looking at all the PlayStation deals and I forgot what stopped me from buying things. I don't
Mm.
remember. I was supposed to buy the PlayStation yearly Oh, it's because I bought the PS4 Pro from my nephew. That's why.
Ah.
Yeah, so I was supposed to pick up the Plus and then pick up the Spider-Man DLCs and then Hollow Knight, and I'll be good from that. But then gave my nephew some money and the laptop. So I was like, okay, I think that's a good investment overall. But probably next month I'll be picking all that stuff because I really want to finish Spider-Man DLC.
Mm-hmm.
The swinging around and all that, especially when Dustin was telling me like how he's just getting motion sickness from swinging around in the city. I was like, I never knew that was possible, but it definitely makes me want to play the game some more again.
Okay. Is he playing it in VR or something? What the fuck?
I don't know, but I was like, maybe we should have it in VR. I would like to see that.
Oh no, he definitely get motion sickness, dude. I have to take a pill before playing, dude. But yeah, man. I mean, soon enough. It's like I said, it'll be interesting to see when Red Dead Online releases. They were supposed to have an online beta like at the end of this month, and there's only 1 week left in November. So we'll see what happens, man. I feel like right now anything I'm doing in Red Dead is kind of a waste because who cares? It's single player, No matter how many legendary fish I catch or legendary animals I hunt and kill and make clothes out of, it doesn't matter because it's just single player. No, I can't show it off to anybody, right? Or I can't like compare the shit with anybody else, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll see. It all depends on when Red Dead Online launches and how crazy it is, man. A lot of jumping into my backlog or how much my backlog will grow depends on Red Dead Online, dude.
Speaking of Red Dead, I was like browsing just random tweets, and then some guy was like playing. He said he played Red Dead for a long time, and his girlfriend wanted him to stop talking with the accent that Morgan has. And then he tweeted, he was like, "Under my breath, I whisper, 'Come on, girl.'" like as if he's speaking to his horse.
That's a good girl.
It's okay, girl. I was like, oh my god, I was dying. I think Rockstar retweeted that one.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
It's okay, girl.
What's funny now is like in the beginning of me playing Red Dead 2, the whole time I just had guy horses, right? No matter what. And it wasn't until I got that white Arabian horse from the snow, the super good one, that was my first girl horse. Ever since then, I've had girl horses, dude, and everything else. So now I kind of miss, or I can't remember what it sounds like when he has a guy horse, dude.
Easy, boy. Oh, I don't know.
Have you finished Red Dead 2 yet? Or how far are you?
Not yet. I'm still in that one town, Saint Denis or something like that. And
Okay.
I was like, all right, I got to power through this. So I was like kind of just doing some missions. But then there's random strangers that always get my attention. Like, hey, you're an asshole, blah, blah, blah. And I just end up killing them. And then I get like a bounty or something like that on me. It's just so many random things that happen that I get so much ADD.
Too many. And have I told you how I'm scared? I'm scared to go anywhere at nighttime in that game anymore, dude.
I gotta try that.
What's that?
I gotta try that going at night somewhere.
It's scary doing anything at night. It's scary being in the woods at night because, just random KKK or fucking jaguars or cougars can be out there. It's scary being in the swamps at night because the fucking what's that, the night folk or whatever they're called are out there too, dude. In the mountains there's the hillbillies. It's fucking scary to be anywhere, dude. I made a campsite up in the northeastern part of the map, dude, and a cutscene happened where a guy told me to leave. Have you seen that shit? It was fucking scary, dude, because I make a campsite and I'm trying to cook meat, and this guy goes, "You should get out of here. This is Murfree territory," or whatever that shit was. I was like, okay, let me close this all out and leave, dude. I fucking
What,
left.
in the middle of your camp scene? Where
Yeah.
you're like cooking stuff?
Yeah, he joined my campfire and says, "What are you doing here?
my
You should fucking leave." And I
God.
was like, "All right, dude. Yeah, I'm leaving, dude. You don't gotta tell me twice."
Wow. That's when you're
Scared the
most
shit-
vulnerable
Dude.
because you have your knife out or something.
I scared the shit out of me, man. And then I think I ran into a stranger, one of those like a white dot person. You know what I mean? Just something you think that you can take care of in 2 seconds. You know, it was in the middle of the night in the swamp, and he's like, I think Arthur asked him, "What are you doing out here by yourself?" It's just him and his sword. He's like, "Oh, you know, my house is in the middle of night folk territory. They take over the place and ransack it at night, so I stay away. Unless you want to help me out with them." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll help you out." Thinking it's like, oh, we're gonna kill 2 people, you know? Psych, we have to traverse our way through the swamp in a specific way because there's alligators everywhere. You know what I mean? I think there's bodies that are hanging from the trees and shit. You know what I mean? And like I try to shoot some of them down, and when they fall down into the water, a fucking alligator eats it. There's people tied up to fucking trees and stuff. It was the worst experience. I was so scared because I couldn't watch it was nighttime. I had to keep turning on my eagle eye so I could see if there was any alligators around me and shit, dude. It was the worst. And then by the time we get there, there's like a bunch of dudes with machetes running after me and stuff. It was horrible. It was horrible. And all the guy gave me, I think, was a can of beans after I beat it. I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious, dude? I also robbed him for the rest of that shit. But yeah, man, I can't travel anywhere at night in Red Dead 2. It's fucking horrible, man.
I know. I'm like a good boy. I'm like, oh, it's already 9 o'clock at night. I gotta go to sleep.
I
and
know,
build my
man.
tent.
Let me go take a bath and go to sleep and then wake up the next morning. The fucking worst, man. But yeah, I mean, like I said, depending on what Red Dead Online does, and I still haven't finished the whole story, I think, of Red Dead 2. I think there's still some end game stuff besides hunting and fishing and things like that I have to take care of. So we'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm just trying to unlock the whole map and travel everywhere, and just the way that's translating to how I remember the first game is kind of crazy, dude. I actually can't wait till you get to see the rest of the map, dude. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see when I get to jump into Spider-Man, maybe in 2019, dude.
Yep. 2019.
So, you know, I like to collect trophies. You know, I've kind of eased back from being so hardcore into it. But I like to collect trophies. Those are kind of cool to have. It's kind of satisfying, you know, to see them pop up on your screen and stuff. I saw that the world record, dude, for the Xbox gamer score is 2 million gamer score, dude.
Golly,
How
how
many-
is that even you only get like 10 points per like trophy or something like
I
that.
think it is, dude. And I think each game, unless it's changed, from what I remember from Xbox 360 days, each game I think has a max of, if you like get all the trophies for, what are they called on Xbox? If you get all the achievements in a game on Xbox, right? I think each game has 1,000 gamer score on it. So what's the math on that? Bust out the calculator, dude.
200,000.
200,000 games? That's BS, dude. Are you for real? What's
I don't know.
Dude, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Oh no, 2,000. So this
2,000?
dude's basically platinumed 2,000 video games.
Jesus.
What the fuck, dude? He's probably playing like Candy Crush on Xbox or something. That's fucking crazy, dude. I can't imagine how you do that, man. I know there's another guy that has the world record for trophies. And it's a guy that has a trophy guide YouTube channel. His name is PowerPix. I know I've seen a lot of his videos, at least for Assassin's Creed stuff. I think recently he won the Guinness World Record for most trophies, but 2 million gamer score. I mean, unless they've changed it and you get more than 1,000 gamer score per game that you finish, then that's wild, man. I don't know.
Do they have that rewards program where you get like, I don't know, $1 for every platinum thing? I know Sony's trying to do that.
Oh,
or did
yeah.
try to do that. I don't know.
I think they reset it recently or something like that. Because I remember we initially signed up for that like a year ago, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it was like, I don't know, if you get 5 platinums, you get 10% off the store or something like that. And I tried using that recently for the Black Friday sales, and it wasn't popping up. So I don't know. Who knows, man? That's not a bad idea though, because I think that's the same thing that they have in World of Warcraft right now, where you could use in-game currency to buy stuff in the Blizzard store. So I don't see why that wouldn't be a bad thing. That guy would fucking be able to buy every game in the Xbox library. Shit.
Exactly.
2 million gamer score.
If you think about it, it's like he's playing the game, and it's a good incentive to master the game and get
That's
more.
true too.
And,
yeah. One day we got to talk about how achievements kind of ruin video games for me. We'll talk about that one day. It doesn't have to be today though. But yeah, what you got some stuff that happened this week, dude?
So I've been playing Pokemon. First off, I would like to say that I traded my weakest Zapdos to my cousin, and it turned out I'm on the phone.
Oh, on the phone. Okay, I was about to say in Go Eevee, don't you only catch that once, dude?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, probably, but basically I traded the phone version Zapdos, my weakest one, and it turns out it turned into a lucky perfect Zapdos with perfect attack. And I was like, golly, man, I need that stuff. But that's not the thing. Basically, I've been playing Pokemon all week, and it's pretty fun going through all of Kanto and seeing all the things remaster, at least with like great graphics, and running into like Team Rocket most of the time and all that. I was just playing casually, just laying down, with my Switch and just playing the Pokemon game. And most of the encounters with NPCs is pretty good. Like they're nice. They're like, hey, you look, you want a challenge? You want a battle? And I was like, okay, nice, cool. So I was in a cave, and then I walked past one NPC, and he was like, oh, outsiders, they need to show me respect. And I was like, motherfucker. So I had to sit up, make a cup of coffee, and I was like, I got up, sat up, had my cup of coffee, and I was like, I will destroy you. So I was like realizing, I was like, man, words can really affect a person. Like he could have said like, oh, I hope your day's going well. Well, let's battle. But he instead said, outsiders should respect me. And I was like, this motherfucker how to ruin my day. But another thing that happened is, you remember that rival I named after you and Dustin? I named him Bruston.
Okay.
I was like thinking, okay, this game is cool. I don't know. I had the thought that this game would be not challenging, because it's a kid's game, so I wouldn't be challenged at all. But just going through it, breezing through it, was the point of the game. But I ran into the rival, that rival I named you guys, and this was after I've been playing this game for 2 hours, basically, without saving. I don't think there's an auto save in this game.
Okay.
2 hours, and I was like, okay, I didn't have my strongest Pokemon, which is my Eevee. It wasn't in my party, but I did have strong Pokemon. It was like mainly of like rock, water, and one grass Pokemon, a Bulbasaur. And I was like, okay, I encountered the rival, and I'm like, oh, okay, he only has 3 Pokemon, and I have 6. Psh, this is gonna be easy. This one Pokemon, his first Pokemon, was whooping the shit out of all my Pokemons, because I don't know what he just threw out grass Pokemons, and I have rock, so grass rock is weak against grass. So my rock Pokemon are out of it. My water Pokemon were, weak against grass, so I was getting knocked out. And all I had was like my Bulbasaur. And I was like, oh god. So like I managed to kill his first one. The second one, he threw out an Oddish and had like acid and poison. So he was killing everybody on my team, and I was using literally used all my items in my Pokebag just to survive. So like every time he would hit me, I would use an item to recover, hit him, and then he would hit me like 2 times at that point, and then I would just keep repeating the process, and down to the point where I had no more potions left. And I just realized, Dustin pointed it out, because I told him about it, that it was a Bulbasaur that saved me. And I guess, you and you and Dustin are
Oh, our
Bulbasaur
starters
fans.
are Bulbasaur. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of ironic that Bulbasaur would save me from dying from you guys, the rival, Brustin. The only thing that stopped Brustin was a Bulbasaur. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But, but basically, yeah, that was my encounter. Yeah, I've just been playing that game using the Pokeball controller, and it makes leveling a lot easier. All I have to do is just store one Pokemon, go to McDonald's, come back, and that Pokemon that I stored in there levels up by like 10 levels or something like that.
Oh, because of you're walking him essentially, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah,
okay,
and then
okay.
last thing I wanted to say too is I didn't realize that some of these NPCs give like good advice, and you know, like there's like a girl in the woods, and I was like hiking and whatnot, and she was like, oh, and if you don't want to get lost, just while you're hiking, start bending twigs and tree like little things on the ground, so that way if you get lost, you can follow your trail backwards.
Oh hell
And I was
no!
like, God damn, I don't know if I should believe this or what, but I actually took that to the heart. So now if I get lost in a forest while hunting Pokemon, you know, I'd be bending little twigs and tree knots and making, I don't know, making a trail for me while I'm venturing out into the real world.
Man, if we're ever doing something, dude, like I don't know, if we're out on a boat or something and you start doing something crazy, I'm like, what the hell? Why are you doing that? It'll conserve our energy. Like, how do you know how to do that? Oh, Pokemon taught me, dude.
Exactly.
I'll throw you off the boat.
Y'all gonna
dude.
laugh. You're gonna laugh. No. You're gonna laugh, and you'll be like, "Oh, thank God for Pokemon." And I'll be like, "Yes, thank God for Pokemon."
Yeah, I'm gonna throw you off the boat, and then we'll start doing it. Like, oh, that's funny. Rick was right, dude.
You never know. I'm gonna like be with the current and like drift all the way back to shore. Thank you,
Oh,
Pokemon,
shit,
for
dude.
avoiding whirlpools.
That's funny, man. So have you beat it yet?
No, I got pretty far. I only got like 4 badges. Just went through Lavender Town, the ghost town,
Okay, nice.
and it's pretty cool because you have Eevee that's on your head, but you can have a Pokemon that can follow you, and if the Pokemon is like huge, you can actually ride it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like riding Charizard in like Saffron City, and it goes pretty fast and whatnot. But then I didn't realize you can ride Haunter, because I thought Haunter was like half the size of a human, but he's actually literally 3 times bigger than the NPCs itself.
Oh shit, huh?
I was like, God, Lee, Haunter is huge as shit. So when I when I was riding on top of him, I was like literally hanging off of him. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So that feature's pretty interesting. But other than that, now I come really prepared on everything. I save spastically, and I make sure my Eevee's in my party at all times to make sure that Brustin doesn't whoop the shit out of me next time. And I have like almost 50 potions just in case. So, yep, I'm prepared for you at all times now.
That's crazy, dude. Do you think it's because of autosave? Autosaving has like fucked you up to condition you not to save as much anymore, or what?
Exactly. I think we took took it for, what do you call it? I don't know.
For granted?
Took it for granted. Yeah, there you go. Took it for granted. And, yeah, just going on for 2 hours thinking that autosave is into play, because I think it was from Red Dead, or from all the games. But I was like, holy shit, I don't think this does have autosave. So if I die, it's going to be a stain on my record. And hell no, I'm not going to die to my rival Brustin. So I was like, oh shoot. So I did everything in my power. I think, so all of my Pokemon fainted except for Bulbasaur, by the way. And I was like, golly, I had no more potions left. I was down to killing Oddish, and then next was I think it was his Pikachu. It was a lightning Pokemon, so I was safe because we're strong against grass is strong against lightning. But I was like, dude, you whooped the crap out of me. Now I'm like triple prepared, and then if you're not prepared in this game, by the way, it makes it pretty difficult. Like I can tell, like, if you don't kind of grind for your Pokemon, you actually might have challenges along the way. But that's not the case for me because I take my Pokemon out and put it in the Pokeball and it levels up. And then John Raymond, my cousin, was telling me, yeah, he has like a whole system down where he catches like, I don't know, like a billion of evolved Pokemon. So it gains experience for his party, which he turns in for money and blah, blah, blah. He has a whole system going on. And I was like, dude, I just put it in my Pokeball and I go to McDonald's and I'm already above level 40. And he is just barely reaching 40. But he's been playing this game like almost twice as longer than me. I was like,
oh dang. So that might be the thing. It doesn't matter what speed you're moving at?
For leveling or for... Yeah. Well... as you progress through the story, they go up by like almost like 5 levels per NPC encounters and all that, or areas. So
no, I mean like when you're in your car with the Pokeball, it doesn't matter that you're driving; it still levels up, dude.
That I think it levels up. I think above 20 miles per hour is what I'm saying. In the Go app, you go above 20 miles an hour, it gives you that warning, and then it stops counting your steps because you're not really walking. But I don't know, I just go down like the street somewhere, go to Taco Bell, and then it gains like so much levels, and I'm like, okay, this is perfect. So I don't have to really grind for my Pokemon.
Not pushing the gas, dude, at all, man. You're just cruising.
Yep,
that's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm like half my Pokemon are like kind of above level 40, but I've only been training there's a Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard, and then I'm looking to put in Gengar, Articuno, and keep my Eevee in as my...
So can you evolve your Eevee, dude, or is that a no-go?
I don't know. I don't think you can. I haven't really tried, but when I went to one of the cities and they're selling the stones, Eevee was like, no, he doesn't want to evolve.
Oh, he was talking to you or something, or the game was telling you?
I think the game is talking to me. Like, it's giving the impression. Like, someone says, oh, why don't you evolve your Eevee? And then the Eevee was, like, acting all scared and saying it doesn't want to evolve or something like that.
Wow. You remember that episode of Pokemon, man? When he was fighting Lieutenant Surge? And he was like, oh, man, I really got to evolve Pikachu because this Raiju's whooping my ass.
Yeah. And then Pikachu didn't want to evolve and all that. So I think that's what's going on.
That's you right now,
Eevee.
Dude.
Yeah. I don't want to evolve it anyway because... the game, I met NPC that has been teaching my Eevee some moves, and it basically knows like a water attack, fire attack, and electric attack. And I was like, oh, okay, this is like a perfect breed of all around. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as is, and evolve the others. Or already evolved the others, but yeah. It's a fun game. You need to play this game. I'm telling you guys, you need to play this game.
Maybe, dude. Maybe. My backlog is deep enough, man. Maybe I'll play it, man. So, do you have to feed your Pokemon too in this game or no?
I think you feed it just to gain affection, but mainly you can just pet it. And that's what I've been doing. Pet it, like it discovers things for you, like on the ground, or like it reacts to things. So like if you're in Lavender Town and you encounter remember that spooky ghost in the tower, it would like react, and then you gotta like calm it down and stuff like that. So, which is cool, like I can see there's changes made into this game a lot. And then my cousin, spoiler alert for those who's about to play this game, but they got rid of do you remember that route that has like a bunch of bicyclists or cyclists?
Sure. Does that go the one that goes up and downhill?
I think so, yeah. Just up and down like the route, and you encounter like a lot of cyclists.
Yeah.
So essentially they got rid of that, and they got rid of what's that? Safari Park or Safari Zone or something like that, and they named it Go Park. So that way you can just send your Pokemon to that park, and then you can capture it from your app and all that.
Have you done that yet?
Not yet. This one is in Fuchsia City, and I'm literally near Fuchsia City. I'm on my way, but I was too busy trying to catch a bunch of Farfetches. Um,
Mm.
yeah, because it's cool. All the animation of the Pokemon are pretty cool too.
So how do you play? How do you play Pokemon laying down, dude? Don't you have to like throw your arm forward like you're throwing a Pokeball, or are you
Oh,
just
I
using the
just use
Joy-Con?
the joystick or the game
Ah.
mode. You attach it to the Switch and all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what mode that's called, but handheld mode. That's what it is.
Mm.
But when I put it on the big screen, then I use the Pokeball, and sometimes it can get pretty frustrating. I had to Google actually how to make it work right
Get the
and all
perfect
that.
throw.
Yeah, well, kind of like so. Basically, users are having a little bit of an issue. They don't understand like when you start initiating to throw the Pokeball, and then the Pokemon moves to the left or the right, and then the users try to throw left or right. The Pokeball doesn't really sense it like that,
Mm.
so it just senses it as if you're throwing forward. So there's like actually, you have to press the button, the "you're ready to throw" button, while the Pokeball is leveled, and then you can throw it left or right. Because people will like
Mm.
try to throw it or try to press the button that they're ready, and the Pokeball's in a different angle and whatnot. So I don't know how
Then you have to
describe that.
reset and go back and get ready again.
Exact. No,
Oh.
well, you can just press B to go back and reset
Mm-hmm.
it to the right position that the Pokeball is supposed to be before you throw it.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Because people would press it while they're throwing it midair, or like they have their arm up or something, or their arm is all the way down. So that's like the baseline for starting the throw.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. But it took me a while I had to Google it, watch a YouTube video. Like, yeah, what the fuck? How do I throw right? I don't know how to throw right. I just had to wait for the Pokemon to go right in the middle of the screen in order for me to work it. But yeah, the game is awesome. Just
It's not like what do you call it, bowling on Nintendo Wii, where
yeah.
you just, like flip your wrist at the end and then it curves the ball.
It would do that, but the thing is, it just doesn't have that camera sensor kind of thing. So it's like working off like I
Mm-hmm.
think the gyro of the Pokeball.
Gotcha. Interesting, man. I might pick it up. We'll see, dude.
You don't need
I
the
know.
Pokeball, but it's awesome, dude.
Nah, man, I have to get the Pokeball if I do, dude. I know my cousin. I was talking to him during Thanksgiving. He was thinking about getting a Switch too, just for Pokemon. I was like, holy shit, dude! It's a $300 Pokemon game. But
Exactly.
he was showing me a video or something or a website where they were showing frame by frame the differences between like the original Red and Blue and Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and it is. I think a lot of it is like one for one exactly how it was in the OG games, just 3D and 2018 graphics looking now. So
Exactly, which makes it awesome.
yeah, that's what got him super hyped about it. So yeah, we'll see. I think eventually I'll just be super late to that party, man. I haven't even been playing. Have you been playing Pokemon Go recently? I have not been playing Pokemon Go even.
I've noticed a lot of people haven't been playing. I was like, they must be on their holiday break and whatnot. But
Holiday break from Pokemon.
other than that, just been playing. Yeah, today I was hanging out with Eric and Alan, and we caught that legendary Lunesh. I don't even know what that.
Oh yeah,
legendary Pokemon.
Cressaleska or something like that. Man.
Yeah. So we did that. But other than that, I've noticed a lot of people haven't been playing. I think what it is too is because that event, the Let's Go event, is out. So you're only seeing the same. I don't know, 6 Pokemon: the Magnemite, that Anorith, the Bug, Pikachu, Eevee, and that's basically it. You don't see the rest of all the other Pokemon, but if you do, it's like rarely.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that's what's causing a lot of people to lose interest, at least from what I'm seeing. From what has changed is that when they introduced that. So
I don't know. That's weird. I mean, they released. I mean, the first maybe 15 Pokemon from the Sinnoh region. Why not just do the whole thing, man? Instead, you got the Sinnoh stones, and you use that to evolve, things into their Sinnoh evolution, man. And it takes what, 7 days to get those shits, dude? That's crazy.
Exactly. I think that's what's kind of killing people too. I don't know if people like the grind of doing that. So
I don't know. Then you make it, I don't know, maybe cut it down. I understand 3 days between getting Sinnoh stones, but a whole week, that's kind of trash, dude. And at the same time, you have to hope you saved up.
I think I caught everything, or mostly everything.
Yeah. Did you evolve any of the Sinnoh stuff yet?
I only evolved one Pokemon, the Rhydon to Hyperion.
Oh yeah, dude. I think that was the only one everybody had a bunch of. Because I'm saying, man, you had to pray and hope that you had 100 Magmar or Electabuzz candies, dude.
Oh, I was ready, but I was not ready for that whole Sinnoh Stone stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah, now this might take forever.
So I think I only have like 50 Electabuzz candy. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm never evolving him to. Dude, his Sinnoh evolution looks like a fucking Gundam. He has like a dome head and shit, man. Looks crazy,
yeah. I think he's the second strongest or the first. One of them. He's pretty up there in the top tier. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Want that?
That's interesting, dude. But yeah, man. Another thing I saw this week, dude, is Square Enix trademarked Parasite Eve, dude.
Oh, so they're gonna have to release a remaster version?
Yeah, man. Or that's the best. That's the dreams, right? That they do a remastered or re-release Parasite Eve. Those are dreams. What is the nightmare is if they make like a fucking mobile game. That would be crazy, dude. What if they did that? What if they trademarked Parasite Eve just to make a mobile game out of it? That would be so trash, man. Because I think that's happened before. I think they made like a Silent Hills mobile game before they were supposed to come out with like the Kojima one. But they just did it just to spite everybody.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. There's a lot of history, dude. If they do that and then release Final Fantasy Remake, oh my god, dude, Square's back on top, dude. It's gonna be wild. Wait, see, and I still gotta play that over again too. I think I was talking about that last week. I gotta play Final Fantasy VII over again, man.
No, you got to play that when it remastered, so that way everything you remember will come to you in that thing. That's how it felt like with Pokemon Go, like I don't want to play the first one all over and then replay it a second time remastered. No, you gotta have that awesome feeling.
Do you still have your OG like Pokemon Red and Blue cartridges?
No, I think I lost it all.
I still have mine. I wonder if
how much it's worth.
Oh no, dude, I'm not gonna sell it. I wonder if my save file is still on there.
I wondered that too.
I need to see, dude, if my OG 150 Pokemon are still on that shit, dude. Because it's a battery, right, in the cartridge that maintains that save file in there?
Yes.
I wonder if it's still good, dude. Think about it. It's been like 20-something years, man. No, it hasn't been 20 years. Well, maybe it's been 20 years. But Jesus, that'd be crazy if that save file was still in there.
I was wiped because I caught missing now.
So yours was ruined already, dude. I remember the only thing I couldn't get into was the Hall of Fame. That if you looked at all the Pokemon that you beat the Elite Four with, every time I looked at that, it was all tore up because I caught missing no one time. But yeah, now we get to a time in our show where we like to ask Rick his opinion on things and see what kind of day it is out here, man. I've been kind of seeing a lot of people play and finish Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu on Twitch and seen some YouTube videos on this stuff. I just want to know, man, how would you feel about getting 150 shiny Pokemon, dude? Completing the Pokédex with all shiny Pokemon.
In the phone or the actual game?
No, in Let's Go.
Let's Go Eevee Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My goal, I think it would be a warm, mild, sweaty day. But basically, I was like thinking my current goal is only to beat the game and transfer all of the Pokemon that I currently possessed in Pokemon Go, the phone. So I'm like, yeah, it might be way too difficult for me to actually collect the shiny versions of each one, and I already know there's a lot of people out there that's going to be making that their top priority. I think I just saw a YouTube video of people trying to do that, like they call it the Shiny Legion or something like that. And I was like, yep, nope, I'm not going to be a part of that. I guess it's a cold, cloudy day.
The one I saw that was craziest to me was this guy was farming a shiny Mewtwo. Now you can only catch Mewtwo once in the entire game, right? So his shiny Mewtwo runs involved him running into Mewtwo and resetting the game.
And resetting the whole game?
Over and over and over again. I think he used to do it like 70 something times, dude, before he caught him. And he had 2 different Let's Go games running. He was like, so basically 140 attempts, man, before he ran into one shiny Mewtwo. That's a lot of dedication.
Jesus.
I'm trying to think if I've that's way too much dedication for pressing one button, dude. I'm trying to think of some Dark Souls bosses that I've run to over and over, but at least I was fighting something at the end of it, not just pressing a button and restarting a game, man. That's fucking crazy, dude. Next one is I showed Rick, I'll put the link I guess in the description, but showed Rick a commercial of some cool PlayStation games, kind of in a retro theme, all being played together and in the same universe. You know, some Tekken, some Metal Gear, some racing games and stuff in there, man. Some Twisted Metal, all coming together for the PlayStation Classic, man. Now, did this commercial get you hyped, dude?
It got me pretty hyped. I was like, oh, what's going on? They're gonna have something going? But yeah, it turns out it's that console that's coming out. So I forgot what it's called, the PlayStation console, whatnot.
Yeah, classic, the classic.
Classics. Yeah. So cold, cloudy day. It almost got me to purchase. Dude, I was like pretty hyped up. I was like, oh man, they should just have these montages everywhere for all the games. I don't know, every year they should have a montage of every game they release for that particular year. I don't know. Make that a commercial trailer to buy the PlayStation or the console of that year, that generation.
Dude, PlayStation's good at marketing, because even you in your head, you thought, oh man, they're coming out with something new, I'm gonna buy it. Of course they're coming out with something new. It's PlayStation Classic, dude. You're gonna buy it. But one of my favorite all-time commercials is that one. I think it was PlayStation 3, the Michael commercial. You remember that one, dude?
Yeah.
Where it shows like all the characters, like from Modern Warfare, Uncharted, from like Call of Duty, one of the World War II ones, from what was that game called? Where you have electricity powers?
Infamous.
Shit, dude. Infamous, yeah. Cole was in there, and they were just celebrating the gamer, the person that was playing the game as them. PlayStation's the best, dude. That commercial still gets me hyped, man. Their marketing team is number one, dude.
It's on point. I don't know how, but it's always on point.
Yeah, man. They got us excited for the PlayStation Classic for 2 seconds, dude.
Yeah. Until they released that Classic, then I was like, it's okay.
If this was like a backwards compatibility commercial, holy shit, that would have been crazy. But
exactly.
Not so much, man. So you've been mainly playing Pokemon Let's Go this week. I've mainly been playing, I'm still playing Red Dead Redemption. I have kind of 2 different save files right now. And one is me like really trying to unlock the whole map. And I don't know what it is, dude, but my horse in the end game he's blind or something, dude. Because he always jumps over a rock onto another rock and then just launches me forward, dude, and I just completely fly off a cliff and stuff, dude. he's fucking stupid, dude. I don't know what he's thinking, man. Well, I'm like too lazy to try and find a new horse, dude. It's kind of trash, man.
You haven't been petting him this entire time.
You know what? That's true, man. That's true. I need to buy him some food. It's stuff is, I don't know if you remember, man, but in like New Austin, stuff is super spread out. There's not that much like stores or anything like that in between. So you're right, dude. I've been neglecting his food needs. I've been feeding him berries and roots and shit, man. I should probably buy him some real food. But the more I play this game, the more I realize that this is just a culmination, a coming together of every game I think Rockstar has ever created. Because you played a bunch of Rockstar games too, right?
Yeah.
So I think for one, the most obvious is like the facial animations, and then the fact that you could pick things up and kind of inspect them. All that is straight out of LA Noire, right? Where you had to look at evidence, look at clues, and pick it up and rotate it in the person's hand and things like that. The way you walk over like a herb that you can pick up off the ground, your controller vibrates and all that stuff. All straight taken out of LA Noire. Where if you walk over a piece of evidence, then your controller vibrates, letting you know to pick that shit up. With a lot of the side missions and little mini games and things like that, that's straight out of Bully. You know, if you ever go to class in Bully, you got to do a little mini game. If you're in, I think it's chemistry class, that one's like Buster Groove. If you go to geography class, that one's like a memorization type of game or something like that. So I think that's where they get the variety of the different mini games and things like that. I think you get the character or NPC interactions from San Andreas, you know, the OG GTA series. Because in that game, I think if you ran into someone, it was left or right on the D-pad, and that would dictate if you gave them a positive or a negative kind of response, similar to the greet or antagonize that you have the option of doing here in Red Dead Redemption 2. And then just the overall engine and how things move, that's straight up started GTA 4, I think, the clunky movement and all that stuff, and how they improved it in GTA 5 for the next gen consoles and everything like that. So I think this is really the peak of Rockstar's like creative energy and creative juices, and I think it's made an amazing game. That being said, playing it for as long as I've played it, you could see, like, you know, the little creases and stretch marks here and there, man. But the game is just, to me, is still perfectly imperfect, you know. Things are right where they need to be. The game's fun enough in this open sandbox world. I just watched this video recently of the 80-second rule, I think it was, where you can't go longer than 80 seconds riding around in Red Dead Redemption 2 without you running into a stranger or some kind of animal or something like that. I haven't tried it out for myself, but it seems like a pretty funny concept, dude.
Challenge accepted.
You're gonna try and make it like,
I'm gonna go on the outskirts of the water of the lake.
But yeah, man, no, this game is just super great. And I think now I'm just running into more and more weird stuff, you know. What's one of the weirdest things you've run into the game, like as far as the Stranger Things or
Shoot, I have no idea. I just go stop and like save these people, like the people that get caught in the bear traps and whatnot. Yeah. People try to steal my horse, and I just kill everybody. So, I haven't ran into the one where, you know, like you're in the swamp, but I think I'm one to actually might try that when it's daytime in real life. I'll go in the swamp at night, and
it's so scary, dude, at nighttime.
Yeah, I'll check things out and scope it out.
Because there's like people whispering and shit, man.
What? In the swamp, right?
Dude, yeah. It's like, because I play with headphones on, right? And there's like whispers and shit like coming from everywhere in the swamp. It's kind of scary, man. But like one of the other interesting things I've run into, I ran into another house where someone wanted to be my friend and they wanted to feed me dinner, dude. And
I think you said that you loved this experience and definitely rated a 10 out of 10 on Yelp.
It was the worst. It was the worst. 0 out of 10 would do it again. You know what I'm saying, man? but it was in a totally different area. I mean, that first one was in the swamp. This one was in the forest, and it was some dude sitting on his porch. Kind of a similar situation, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. But again, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So this guy's out there. He's like, "Oh, hey, come on, I could fix you some dinner." And a chick comes out, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we can feed you. I mean, we have a bunch of food left over here." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, maybe this is just a loving family that wants just some friends to hang out." So I go in the house, and they actually feed me dinner, dude. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Wait. This is the second person that offered you food?
And I went in the house, yeah. So, but hear me out. There was a woman in there too, so it was cool. They were like a married couple or something, from what I thought, and I thought we were all cool, right? But then things started to get kind of weird, right? Because then the girl was like, "Oh, hey, I need to get changed for dinner or something," and the guy goes, "Oh, hey, why don't you go check on her? My sister takes forever getting ready." I was like, "Oh God!" And they were like low key almost making out when they were trying to invite me to go like eat dinner with them and shit, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, why don't you go check and make sure she's ready?" So I go upstairs in their house and go to their room, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll be down in just a second." So I go downstairs. I'm telling you, man, I have the camera facing my back as I'm walking down the stairs the whole time, dude. I don't want no one to get the jump on me, right? So I sit down and she serves food and stuff, and we start eating and everything, and it's creepy kind of hill people conversation, but it's going a lot better than last time I got invited into someone's house. Then they pass me like a drink, like some alcohol or something. I take the shot, and the screen gets super weird. And I was like, "Oh no, dude, it's happening again, dude. It's happening again, dude, right?" But no, they give me another one, and I have a chance to like take it or like walk away. And I'm like, "No, I'm not falling for this again. I'm walking away," right? So I start walking away, and they start getting testy with me. Dude, I just pulled out the shotgun and just cleaned it all up.
Killed everybody.
Robbed the whole house and fucking left, dude. I was not gonna get caught up again, dude. But it's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy how like this world really teaches you not to trust anybody, man. And I knew this, but I just wanted to experience something new in the game, man. It's crazy stuff.
Well, online, I hope we encounter these same scenarios so that way we can both try eating the dinner, and I got your back. I won't take the shot, but you can take the shot.
And you better not leave me if we run into this situation too. You're probably just be like, "Oh wow, he's knocked out. Is it cool if he stays here? Okay, I'm gonna leave." That's something that you would do, man. Oh shit, dude. But yeah, no, this game, it really tests you out, man, to see who you can trust. There's a lot of people like, I don't know if you've run into that guy who's on the horseback and he's like, "It wasn't me, it was my brother. They got the wrong guy." Have you ever saved him?
No, but I'm thinking I should. Like, I'll put on the bandit mask, save that guy, and hopefully, because I encountered those scenarios like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like,
Yeah.
You know what? I want to see the trigger of that story. What's going on?
Yeah. Same thing, yeah. And then the ones like the guy, I think I've saved him a couple of times so he doesn't show up anymore. The one that's he broke out of prison, but he has the shackles around his feet, so you have to.
Oh, I saved that one.
Yeah, I saved it. So he showed up once, and I saved him. The second time he showed up, I actually shot him in the leg accidentally. And then he tries to run away, but he's all limping and shit. It's so funny, dude. In fact,
that reminds me. I was walking out of a police station, and I don't know why, but I pressed triangle, and then Arthur like grabs the nearest like fat lady next to me and like
starts
like
choking
choke by the collar, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm right! What the heck?" I was trying to mount my horse. I didn't know that was a feature, or it does that. And then all of a sudden, like 10 police was on me, and then I was given the option to surrender, and I spent my first night in jail, and I was like, I don't want to fight you guys, but it was pretty cool knowing that you can go to jail and surrender. And they said that if you commit a crime and it's not as crazy, then just surrender and they'll arrest you, or you can defuse, or you can try to, I don't know, shoot them up. So
do you lose some money or something, or?
I lost like $8, but
Okay.
there's like a whole, I don't know, little tiny montage of me being in prison and just like waiting it out.
Interesting. No, that's too funny, man. Yeah, no, this game, it's great. It's like I said, perfectly imperfect. I think there's things that distract you from some of the other not so well done aspects of this game. Like some of the trees just look super duper trash, you know,
Yeah.
but they're in areas or parts of the screen that you're not normally looking at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think if you really look at a rat or a muskrat or one of the smaller animals in the game through a scope or through your binoculars, you know, the graphics aren't that great on them, but you know, still good stuff, dude.
Yep.
But yeah, I was saying in one of my bounties most recently, I had to capture the guy alive, and I couldn't tell which one was the guy I needed to capture. There was 3 guys in front of me, and I was looking at them through a scope, and I wanted to kill 2 of them with a sniper rifle before I caught the guy I needed to catch, and I didn't know specifically who he was. So I was like, oh god, I gotta go closer. You know, and the closer I go, I realize, oh shit, they're all wearing masks. So there's no telling who it is anyways, right?
Oh,
So
I just did that mission today.
it's not until, right, like I actually get into a gunfight with them, and the red skull pops on the right one I need to capture.
Yeah.
What I did before that, dude, was I did a dead eye and shot all of them in the leg. And they all fell down.
Now we know how we handle situations differently.
They all fell down to the ground, dude. And they all get up and they're like limping to cover and shit, dude. It's the funniest thing ever, man.
Dude, I was like calculating it on the radar. I was like, okay, 4 right dots on the right map, so that means 4 right guys on the right side, and I killed all the 4 right guys. But now I know your way is pretty effective.
It was funny because I think the guy I need to capture, his name was like Juan Arroyo or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the guys were talking. He's like, "Come on, Juan! I thought you said the train was coming here." And Juan was like, "I don't hear anything, but we'll just wait, guys." And I'm looking at them talking, and I can't tell which one is talking because they have masks on their faces, you know. So that's when I just dead-eyed and shot him all in the leg, and like, it's Juan, you want? It's not us. And it was funny, dude. It was fucking hilarious, man. But yeah, dude, no, the game is good times. I'm glad it's here, man. All the hype, I think, is well deserved. This might be the peak. I think this is a good way. If this is the last like major game we get for this generation of consoles, it's a perfect way to let it go, man.
Yeah. Wait, I just bought my PS4 Pro, so you better keep going.
Oh wait, no, that's true. I mean, what about Sekiro? What's the other samurai one that's supposed to come out, man?
Ghost of Tsushima.
There you go. That one, dude. That one's gonna be good too, man. And then maybe
unless they stall it till PS5, then I would cry.
That'd be crazy. The graphics do look that good. And then again, though, see, that's what's the difference too, man. Is we'll get games like, I don't know. Let's say for the sake of, since I just played it recently, Mafia 3, right? We just got that for free on PlayStation Plus. That game looks all right, you know, but it still looks a little smooth. You could tell it's a video game, very much a video game, right? And then have you played Uncharted 4 yet?
Not yet.
You play Uncharted 4, and they were able to do way more with the same technology that they did Mafia 3 with. It's kind of crazy to me, man. So, and I know there's ways that they can improve the graphics on current stuff. So maybe Ghost of Tsushima is still on PlayStation 4, man. I just want to be a samurai again, dude. I can't wait.
Heck yeah.
Because there's no release date on that yet, huh? It's all just
March, I think. Oh wait, Ghost of Tsushima? No, I don't know.
Sekiro's March for sure.
Yeah.
Oh god, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for Resident Evil 2 remake. That's gonna be awesome, dude. Yeah. I've kind of stopped thinking about that, just in the hopes that time will go by faster. But now I think that since it's 3 months away, we're not that far off. I think I could start anticipating it now, dude. That's enough time, man.
I think we need a breather too. Like, we don't want to. Dang! I just realized it was just yesterday we were talking about tackling our backlogs, and that was last year.
What? That was last year?
Yeah,
I started
it was
doing it.
around December because you said your New Year's resolution would be finishing Kingdom
No
Hearts.
way, dude. And that totally
Yeah.
did not happen, dude. I only finished the first one.
Holy crap, that went by so fast. Damn.
Well, if anything, I played Beyond Two Souls. That was been on my backlog for a while, dude. Shit. I'll have to go back and listen to that, dude. If if that's for
Yeah, it was
real
like
or not, dude.
I think it was December around that time, and that's when we were waiting for. There was a game coming out in January or something like that.
Hmm.
Real fast. So yep.
Oh, maybe it was Monster Hunter World or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were waiting for Monster Hunter World, but we were trying to tackle
Jesus.
the backlogs. Damn.
You know, again, we haven't talked about Anthem. Are you still trying to pick up Anthem, dude?
Yes.
Damn, for real?
We gotta play all the games all the time.
We're not gonna have fucking time for any of this stuff.
No,
dude.
no. We make time.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, we're gonna be there soon in 2019. The first 3 months already are gonna be crazy. Kingdom Hearts 3, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro, and Anthem. I think Anthem is January or February. Either way.
Oh, it's already coming out that fast?
Yeah, dude. This stuff is
Oh
coming
my
quick,
God.
man. So it'll be interesting, dude. I remember when we were hyped for October this year. October was gonna have a bunch of releases, October and September. That's come and gone, and we've been drowning in the games, dude. We're about to drown again, man.
Exactly.
Wow,
It's
dude.
going to be PAX tomorrow.
Jesus Christ, man.
Jeez.
I'd be down to go to that again. Are we trying to go again? Are we trying to go again to PAX?
Yes. Well, at least from the group that we went to, I know that everyone's down. And I know that Eric, Dustin, and Alan will be down to go to PAX this year.
Dude. That'd be
So
good.
more people, more better. I guess we can get a bigger place and just walk around Seattle, get coffee. Yep. I wonder if I can bring my
stay up forever.
Exactly. What did we do? We just basically went to the comic book shop and that was it. Or not comic book shop, the card game shop.
Yeah. What? Where did we end up going after that, dude?
Back to the hotel, I think.
Where did we eat dinner then?
Oh, taco. We ate taco at that the Hillcrest like place.
That's right. Good tacos, by the way. Great tacos.
Yes, they always make great tacos.
But I think that's it for us this week, man. Unless we missed anything with you, Rick.
Yeah, I totally don't remember. I'm an old man, remember? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, the PlayStation shoes are coming out December 1st by Nike.
Shoes? What the fuck?
Yeah.
They look cool?
Yeah. I think they look, me and Anthony think they look cool. I don't know. I thought you saw it, but I'll show you another text of it. And yeah, it's like the PlayStation Classic theme, made by Nike's, releasing December 1st. Of course, it's going to be sold out instantly. But yeah, they look pretty cool.
You gonna try
Yeah,
to
I'm
get
just
'em?
going to actually just try to see if I can get some. Maybe I'll get some. But other than that, that's the only thing. That's the last I was going to talk about.
Interesting. You might have to send me the link, dude. And I'm gonna have to line up online for this shit.
Oh, it's
Depending on how they look.
They're through the app, the Nike app. I think they're called sneakers or something.
Okay, yeah. I think I've seen that before for other shoes, but okay.
Oh, you seen the shoes before?
No, I've seen that app with other like shoe releases.
Oh,
and
with
things
other
like
shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But interesting. Yeah, man. Send me the link. We'll check it out.
Yes.
But yeah, that is it for us this week, dude. It's the holiday season already, man. It's still November. It'll still be November for like another week. But since Thanksgiving is coming on, man, it's full on Christmas mode all the time now, man. It's crazy how fast this year has gone by, huh?
Yeah, I know. Man, I can't believe Thanksgiving is already over. I gotta go back to work. Oh God, we all have to go back to work.
That's very true. This was a good 4 days off, man. It's trash that we gotta go back, dude.
Exactly. So it's another 4 weeks before we have another holiday.
R.I.P., dude. We'll see you guys then before Christmas. We still got a few more weeks, so we'll see you guys next week. But until then, Rick, some words of wisdom?
If you're gonna play Pokemon, never talk trash with me because I'll destroy you.
We'll see you guys next